Hello and welcome on in. I'm T4 and today we're gonna run a quick power test because I've had some question in the comments and quite frankly I wasn't 100% sure of the answer. So we're gonna do some testing and we're gonna figure out what the best early game power is. So let's get into this. Okay, so as you can see here, I have 3 fields of power generator set up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run the 3 different options for like your early game into each one, and we're just gonna do a raw test of how much power they're producing here, and then I'm gonna throw them into my mech and somehow test them to see what happens there. So as we can see here, each miner is set up to 5 nodes, and then that way we know the extraction rate on all of them are the same, so it's not like one will be fed more than the other. For the ones that need to be produced in a machine, I've got them set up to 6 machines each. The idea is it should be enough to handle the load coming in off of 5 miners. And then I just have towers hooked up. They shouldn't connect to each other at all. So the power being generated is completely isolated, so that it's quick and easy to see how much power is actually being generated off of each material. Now let's hook up the power and see how this goes. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know I need to kickstart the process here, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of coal and drop it into one of the machines to get the power started. Once I see that it's starting to collect its own power, I'll pull the coal back out just like that. Alright, now I'm gonna let this run for a minute or 2 or 30 and we'll see what happens. Okay, so as we can see, both banks of machines are able to process the material more than fast enough with what's coming in, considering it's coming in at 150 to 165 a minute. And honestly, this surprises me for the coal. I might need more power banks. Okay, so after about 5 minutes, the coal is completely filled and is at 64.8 megawatts. And these two have to play a little bit of catch up just because they're being processed before being sent to the machines. But I mean, I feel like the results are already speaking for themselves with the combustion, what do they call them? Combustion units. We're getting 34.5 megawatts, 56.1 megawatts. So what was the coal? And the coal is 64, but again, it's completely filled up. It's backed up completely. I gotta say, if you're in a rush for power, it looks like coal might be the way to go. But if you're looking for sustainable power, it may be the graphite. Graphite compared to combustion rods. It's taken the combustion rods, or the combustion units, a fair bit longer to fill up its bank. Alright, so now the graphite has caught up to the coal. And honestly, the combustion unit is getting there, it's just taking a little bit longer. So there we go, they're all running, or they're all filled up. All 3 banks are completely filled up. The coal got there first, the graphite got there second, and it's now backing up. And then the combustion unit just got there, and we are 10 minutes into the recording since I said hello. So it would seem, if you're going to be running one of these, it may be better to run coal or graphite if you're in a rush for power, but all options are viable. And I'm not going to lie, it seems like coal might actually be the better option. We need to steal some of these so that I can test them. So I'll test the coal first. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drain my mech somehow. Flying's probably the best idea. Alright, so I actually just jumped back to an older save because I flew off the planet without power like an idiot. And this coal just filled up, and here's where we are with the other 2. So we've got a line and a half, 2 lines and 1, and then those 2 for some reason. And the coal just filled up. So it feels like, I don't know, it's hard to say, because this could be because it's going straight in and not going through production like these 2 lines have to. Okay, now let's fly around on the planet. Okay, and we know Icarus will charge on his own. I'm just gonna keep moving. Okay, and we'll put a stack of that in and see what we do here. So the number we're interested in is this one right here. That's it for this video. I'm T4. We'll see you next time where I get back to my regular playthrough. Have a good one.